Hey everybody, Dylan Distraction here, coming to you live from Batlantic Studios. So I do a quick back to the drawing board, talk about comic book shorts on the drawing table, and let you know Nuke Force, my creator-owned comic book, is going to be coming to Kickstarter this year. So psyched to have this book ready to go. Thank you everyone for your continued support. It means the world to me. And I'm trying to do affiliate links. So if you like this pen, check it out. There'll be a link in the description. And the paper, if you like this paper, which is Strathmore, Bristol, that also is an affiliate link, will be in the description. And like the pencils and stuff I use, people ask sometimes, like, what kind of brushes and what kind of pens, what kind of pencils? Well, a bunch. And so I'll make affiliate links and you can check them out. And helps me make comic books, helps me buy more art supplies, and you get some cool art supplies for yourself. So definitely check out those affiliate links in the description. Hope everyone's having a great February. February. Yeah, anybody got any good news? Anybody got any good news? What's going on that's going well? Anybody have anything they want to share? I'm making comics. That's great. Obviously, there's been a lot going on with the comic book industry and the world, but yeah, I mean, you just kind of keep plugging along and doing the best you can, and making stuff you love and sharing it with the world, and just kind of keep going, keep working, keep making stuff. That's been my motto. That's what's kept me sane through everything. So hopefully everybody else out there is making stuff they're excited about and feeling good. It's definitely been challenging. Diamond Distribution, which was the sole distributor of comic books for my entire life, I think, they just declared bankruptcy. I declare bankruptcy. That's Michael Scott from The Office. And so that's really kind of thrown everything out of whack as far as independent publishers and smaller publishers, even the bigger publishers having to kind of reevaluate. And I'm not, in that world. Like, I just am a fan. But it's a bummer because there's comic books I like and enjoy and want to see. And it just makes it harder to get them. You can't just walk into a retailer and grab something off the shelf from a smaller publisher. So we've seen that they've started to try, to figure out ways around that, and getting to crowdfunding probably is what is going to be currently the option, I think, for a lot of those smaller publishers. And yeah, and Diamond owes a lot of people a lot of money, and having bankruptcy, I don't know how they come out of that stronger with the amount of money owed to smaller publishers, if you think about it. So Diamond monopoly, pandemic happens, DC creates or goes to Lunar, which I pretty quickly, and then another distributor, but that distributor quickly came and went. Lunar stepped up, and good thing, because DC had to get their books out. Like, that's how DC Comics makes comics. And so although they have a very good digital product with their DC Infinite, being able to get books into retailers is part of what they need to do. So since Diamond broke the contract, that's my understanding. I obviously don't know, but Diamond breaking that distribution deal, DC was able to move to Lunar. And then not long after, Marvel went to Penguin Random House for distribution. So Diamond was left with a smaller publisher, smaller than Marvel and DC, or the big two. And then, bit by bit, they started losing those smaller publishers. So Boom gets bought by Penguin Random House. Mad Cave Image eventually goes to Lunar. I think Mad Cave with Lunar. So, and again, I don't know. I mean, I follow it in the sense that I try to kind of keep up on it just to know what things are happening. But you see a few publishers like the Alien Books that does or was relaunching the Valiant universe. They're like, we're holding off. Go. And then Antarctic Press had some creator-owned titles, I guess, that they were working on or facilitating. They pulled back, and now without distribution, they're like, we can't move forward with any of these books because if Diamond owes us money and they don't pay us for the books that we've already sold, we can't gamble that they're going to pay us for any of the future books we ship to them. And so they have to hold off. That's, And Zenescope, another one that was just starting a Kickstarter campaign for Terror and Fury, which I thought was really good. It was, it's Golden Age characters kind of reimagined in like a more violent anti-hero Punisher sort of series, Suicide Squad-ish sort of series. And I was like, oh, this is great. I'd love to draw something like this. What a cool, I love Golden Age heroes. I love public domain characters. What a fun way to kind of reintroduce them into this new. And so Zenescope just said, oh, we're doing a Kickstarter for Terror and Fury because they were also with Diamond. And that's unfortunate. Because it'd be good to be able to do that and do retailer distribution. Wouldn't it be great if you could sell in stores and on crowdfunding? But that's not really an option right now for some of those, most of those, all of those smaller publishers. So I don't pretend to know what's going on. I am not affiliated with any publishers currently. And I have done, I don't know what's going on with IDW, although they also said in a recent report, yeah, it's going to affect us. It's like, yeah, you think? Yeah. IDW, obviously, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the massively successful Last Ronin book, which was huge, New York Times bestseller. That's all licensed stuff. That's licensed books. Turtles, and I don't know what else they have, but Turtles for sure. And so, not sure what they're gonna do because distribution's really important. The thing about the comic book product is digital is great. I love digital. I have a DC Universe Infinite, whatever it's called, subscription. Great, awesome. But I still go to the comic book store. I still buy physical comics. I have a subscription. DC Universe Infinite app is great. It's great. But I also have a DC subscription through Midtown. So DC subscriptions is another really great way to get your books. But I also go into the comic book shop and go to retailers. I love comic book stores. It's such a fun, I love it. So I worked at a comic book store. Like, I love going to comic book stores. And so I would like to be able to go in, and I went in and bought Terror and Fury off the rack. I bought it from Zenescope, their website, but I went into my local, a local comic book shop that I go to and bought it off the rack, and because it was distributed by Diamond, and they had a copy, and I'm like, oh yeah, sweet, that's that book. I've already ordered it online, but I'd like another copy. I'll take two. It's a great book. So I bought two. And with Diamond not being able to distribute anymore currently, if Diamond can't distribute anymore, or no publishers want to work with Diamond because of this bankruptcy, which I'm not saying is gonna happen. I don't know. I hope that everybody's able to figure out a way forward, but it's gonna be challenging, especially with what people are saying they're owed. I don't know how or how long that takes, and a lot of small publishers might not be able to ride that out until they eventually get some sort of pennies on the dollar money from Diamond. So just really, ugh, none of it's good news. I mean, if anybody's cheering for any of this, then I don't think you understand what's going on. I don't think this is not good. The other thing that's going to be challenging moving forward is printing, right? The cost of printing just keeps going up. I know, I print my own comic books, doing crowdfunding. I'm working on Nuke Force, and it's getting more and more expensive. So these publishers, and I'm not, I'm able to do small runs, but these publishers that are doing mid-sized runs, comic books are going to just keep going up in price and up in price and up in price. And people were trying to print overseas thinking that'd be cheaper, but now with the changing landscape, I don't know if that's going to be an option. And that's unfortunate, because the margins for publishing are just so thin. If you think about comic books, $4, $5, $6, $10 an issue, that's a lot. I get it, but that's what it costs to print and ship. To print a comic and ship a comic, it's like, and to pay somebody to do it, like, that's just what it is. So I'm not sure what the future looks like. It is definitely going through some evolution currently, but I'm here for it. I think there's opportunities. I think for people like me that have viewers or readers or friends that enjoy their work and want to support it, and think that comic books are an important part of our culture and have the power to change the world, I think that keeps going. I'm sure it keeps going. I know it keeps going. I'm going to keep going. So it keeps going. It's like, how do you know if the people are going to keep making comic books? Well, I know one guy that's going to keep making comic books, and that's me. I'm currently working on Nuke Force. It's going great. Having a lot of fun drawing and writing and creating these characters. Major Grit, Mr. Malto, Claudia, Pump Station. I'm having a great time. So just got to keep working on stuff, keep making stuff, keep finding things you're excited about. So many good comic books out right now too. That's the other thing that's bonkers, is like, Absolute line, great. I love it. Keep going. Just keep making more of those. The all-in stuff, great. Love it. Keep going. Aquaman, great. Green Lantern, great. Green Lantern Corps, probably great. What else is great? Absolute Batman, great. Absolute Wonder Woman, great. Absolute Superman, great. Everything else is great. Everything's great. Now is truly a time to get in, find stuff you're excited about, and share it with the world. Independent creators, independent work. I just said that Zenescope book, Terror and Fury. Check that one out. It's great. It's super fun. It's an action anti-hero. Think like Punisher fights vampires with a Catwoman sidekick. That's right. Punisher dressed as Captain America fights vampires with a Catwoman sidekick. Kind of book I'd love to draw. Zenescope, if you're out there and you want me to draw Terror and Fury, let me know. The artist that's on it, awesome. Great artist. Don't replace him. I'll do a second book. Happy to do it. So there's some great stuff out there. People like some Mad Cave books. People are excited about Mad Cave books. A lot of licensed stuff right now. V. Ken Marion was doing that one that's a toy I vaguely remember. The guy was like blue and orange. I don't even remember the name of that character, but his art's great. So check that book out. Thundercats. Declan Shalvey's doing Thundercats with an artist whose name I can't remember. That looks cool. Not really a big Thundercats fan. That's the thing about those licensed books. I'd rather do... I like the idea of doing Golden Age characters, right? Public domain Golden Age characters. Those licensed characters, they bring a lot of inherent sort of marketing with them, I guess, like Silverhawks or Thundar and the Barbarians, or any of the Nacelle stuff, like Biker Mice from Mars. But some of that stuff, obviously Transform or G.I. Joe, yeah, it's great. Long history. A lot you can tap into there. Really fun sort of fan base, and people are excited about it. So I see the benefit of it. There's definitely an upside to that, but I prefer Golden Age characters to licensed characters. That's why I would do that. I would do a Golden Age, because you can do Black Terror, you can do Fury, you can Miss Fury, or whatever her name is. You can do all those characters. They're all public domain. You don't need to license them. But pretty soon, Batman's going to be public domain, and Superman's going to be public domain. Obviously, it's only the versions of those characters that were done in the 1930s, early 1940s. Those will be the versions that will be in public domain. But that's still them. I mean, Superman's pretty fully formed. Batman's pretty fully formed. They've evolved since then. But if you created work based on those public domain versions, people would know it was Batman and Superman. So that's going to be exciting too. I don't know, maybe we should start making a Batman comic. Classic Golden Age Batman. So this is Major Grit from my hit comic book series, Nuke Force. And yeah, if you're interested in any of these brushes or pens, these will all be affiliate links down in the description. So this is a fun one. Just finished up this one. Think that looks great. Where am I going to sign it? Maybe I'll sign it down here. I'm just going to sign it there. Maybe I'll sign it in white. That'll look cool. So, Nuke Force, Major Grit, Mr. Malto, Cloudy on Pump Station, coming to Kickstarter really soon. Working on the Kickstarter this month probably. And then I'll launch it whenever I feel like it, whenever I'm motivated. I'm really having so much fun drawing right now, though. It's tough to be like, and now I'm going to totally switch gears and do something else. It's like, I'd rather just keep drawing. Like, can't I just keep drawing? Is that really asking too much? That ain't gonna work. Where's the white out? This is when having one of those white jelly rollerball things would come in handy. If only I had a white jelly rollerball, he says into the universe. Looking for one. Does this one work? No. Hold on. Getting closer. That's also not it. Here we go. Ah! Let's try this bad boy. See if this one works. Only one way to know. Just drops on the floor. So thank you everyone for watching. DylanDistraction.com. Dylan Andrews Art. Make comics cool. Batlantic Store. Batlantic Studios. Kind of working for a second. Alright, do it. No, not gonna do it? You sure? Don't want to do it? Alright, fine. Fine then, fine. Can get a couple little dips and dupes. Dipsy doos. Yeah, it's working over there. Why isn't it working there? Maybe I didn't let it dry enough. I'll let it dry. Patience, patience. Alright, we'll let that dry and I'll try it. Dylan Distraction, Dylan Andrews Art, Make Comics Cool, Batlantic Store, Batlantic Studios. Punch coming this year. Super psyched to have Nuke Force ready to go. Appreciate everybody for watching. Check out the affiliate links. That helps me make more comics. So check those out in the description. Okay, thanks. Bye.